The best place to hire your team. Best niche to start right now. In my opinion, it's the slash niche. How much taxes do you pay in percentage? You pay percent. How to grow a YouTube channel. How to find a profitable niche. Do you see yourself in 10 years, for example, with YouTube automation? How can I find good people on Upwork and Fiverr? What I do myself is a YouTube automation Q&A. I put up this post on Instagram the other day asking you for questions about YouTube automation, and in today's video I'm gonna answer the questions that you guys put in. So if you want to be involved for the next few videos, make sure you go follow me on Instagram. I'll put up a screenshot right now and I'll leave a link down below. Do that after watching the video though, because you don't want to miss out on all of this value. Leave a like on the video if you want to see more like this, and then let's just get started. The best place to hire your team. In my opinion, this is Upwork. I always use Upwork for hiring my own teams. I have switched to freelancer.com and Fiverr a couple of times. I still use these platforms for different reasons, which I might get into later on. But if you're just getting started and you just want to do it the easy way, in my opinion, you should definitely go with Upwork. And there are a couple of reasons for that, which I'll explain right now. So on Upwork, you can actually submit a job post. So you can pretty much say, okay, I want a voiceover, I want a video editor, and you can put out job posts with all sorts of requirements, skill sets, pricing, all of that stuff. So you can kind of like filter out all of the bad people right away, and then you'll get people that come to you instead of you having to buy from them. For example, on Fiverr, they already like list jobs on the website and you pretty much purchase it from them directly. On Upwork, you can submit a job post and they can pretty much reach out to you saying, okay, hey, I'm interested, these are my skills, check this out, check this sample video, this is some of the work I've done, and then you can go from there. That's kind of like what I like the most, what I've been using myself. The next question is, how can I find good people on Upwork and Fiverr? And that actually comes in with the other question I just answered. Once again, on Upwork, you can actually submit a job post and the freelancers will see that and they will then come to you. So the best thing you can do in order to find good people is these following things. There are a couple of ways you can do this. These are the things that I use myself. So when I submit a job post on Upwork, what I try and do is already eliminate all of the bad people in the applying process. So what I do is I put in requirements in the text section of the post and I say you must, and then I say be able to create 5 videos per week or 3 videos per week, whatever it is for the channel or whatever it is that you're looking for. By doing that stuff, you eliminate the people that cannot do that. So first of all, write out a list of requirements for your specific project. That might be fluent English, be available for 10 hours a week, it must be a person from the Netherlands, right? Whatever it is that your requirements are, list them in the post so that you can eliminate the bad people right away. Next up, after you've done that, you'll see all of the people that still applied on Upwork. I'll show you what that looks like right now. What I mainly look for myself is talent that is only just getting started, but I've already made quite some money. So of course, if you go with people that have made, let's say 50K already on Upwork or 100K, they're probably going to be quite expensive, right? And I like to find the sweet spot in the middle of people that are still kind of like new on the platform, so they're not going to charge me a lot of money, but they've already made some money, so they know how it works, they know how the payments work, they know what to expect from clients, all of that stuff. What I do myself is hire people that have made between 3K and 10K on Upwork, then have a job success rate of around 95%. If it's lower than 95, I might still hire them, but I kind of try and go for 95 or above. So that's pretty much what I would do when finding people on Upwork or Fiverr. And honestly guys, for Fiverr, I'm not the best guy. I don't use Fiverr that much, apart from hiring people for profile pictures and banners, which you can just directly buy. Next question, how to find a profitable niche. Now this is a question that I actually got a lot, and let me get into this. So a lot of people are stuck in choosing their niche, and honestly, this is kind of like not so hard. I know there are a lot of niches out there and you're probably like, is this going to be a good one? Does this have a high CPM? Yes or no? But all the information is out there. Simply go to YouTube or Google, type in the high CPM niches on YouTube, you'll find a list. I recommend choosing a niche within that, or a niche that has a lot of volume and a pretty decent RPM, such as the celebrity niche, for example. But mainly what you want to try and see is there volume in a niche and how much does it cost per video? For example, some of you might know that that I've got quite some channels where I just put out a lot of videos. And you might say that's kind of weird. Yes, it kind of is. I'm ranking a lot of videos in YouTube search, and for that specific format, I'm trying to figure out, okay, is there volume in the niche? If yes, can I get that done cheaply so that I can still make a profit, right? And that is kind of like where this is going as well. But honestly, how to find a profitable niche? It's not hard. There are so many profitable niches out there. Pretty much every niche that has a lot of volume in it is profitable. The celebrity niche, the car niche, the finance niche, business videos, Tesla videos, the tech niche, pretty much anything could be profitable. It's just whether you get it to work or not. So you should probably stick to a certain niche. Just do some research. Don't go like too hard. Don't think too much. Go with a niche and then start creating good content and focus on the strategy to grow your channel. Because at the end of the day, you can start in a profitable niche, but if you don't know how to grow or you cannot make good videos, then it's never going to be profitable for you. Although I do agree that yes, some niches are easier than others, and in this video, later in this video, I'm going to share one of the best niches that you can start as of right now. Alright, let me try and answer 5 questions in the next 60 seconds. How do you come up with title ideas for the online success channel? Pretty easy. I go to the YouTube search bar, I type in make money or anything related to that. I see these search predictions, I research them, I try and find video topics that are undervalued, meaning there's more people searching for it than people making videos, or if there are old videos ranking, I make another one and I pretty much rank all the time. Goals before the end of the year. I'm gonna be honest, I don't have any goals before the end of the year, maybe for 2022, so before 2023 hits, but honestly, I don't really have goals right now. I'm just trying to scale, just trying to keep it going, but I'm not like, okay, I should have this before the end of the year, because it's only like 30 more days, and it's kind of like that short-term mindset, which I'm trying to avoid. Do you recommend rebranding a TikTok compilation channel with 200k subs or going with a fresh one? That kind of depends what you're trying to do. If you're just going for YouTube search traffic, you can use it because it has a lot of subscribers. You just pretty much click on the box that turns off the post to the subscription feed, and there you go. You can use that for YouTube search traffic. Only focus for that though. But if you're gonna do other stuff, it just depends on the niche. If you're gonna do something similar, you can try and see if it works. Otherwise, I would personally not do it. Do you see yourself in 10 years, for example, with YouTube automation or in other businesses? Well, this is kind of like a hard one to predict because you never know what's going to happen with YouTube. I personally believe it's going to stick around for a while. So for now, I'm just going to try and make as much money as possible. But what I've been doing so far is kind of like, I pretty much have a business that makes a lot of money. I use that money to start either other businesses, or I simply invest it into stocks, crypto, ETFs, whatever it is that you can do it that way so that you don't need that business to keep going. But if you've made enough from that business, you can invest it and it will run passively, hopefully. Is it okay to be consistent when I'm not monetized or start multiple channels without being monetized on YouTube? I'm honestly not sure what you mean by that question. If you mean, is it okay to be not consistent? Yes, kind of. It all depends, to be honest. Mr. Beast is not uploading every single day or every single week consistently, but yet he still pulls views. But yet there are other people that don't do this and don't succeed. So there's no yes or no answer to this question. Okay, so I'm not sure if I actually made that within 60 seconds, but at least I tried, right? Let's continue with some other good questions. How to grow a YouTube channel? Well, this is a very broad question, and honestly, there's so many answers to this. However, I'm just gonna give you my opinion and kind of like what I've been doing so that I actually know what I'm talking about. So as you guys know, I have a lot of channels that are focused on search traffic. What I mean by that is that I don't really make videos in the entertainment niche, but more in the educational niches, just like I'm doing right now. And a lot of people go to YouTube to search for specific content. And what I do, I reverse engineer that process. I try and figure out what people search for by using the search bar. I make those videos. I show up in search, so my videos is going to be at the, hopefully within the top list of results. People click on my video, they watch the ads, and that's where I make money. Now, I try and do this at huge scale. That is kind of like what I've been doing. But to get to the point, how do you grow a YouTube channel? There's so many answers to that. My simple blueprint is pretty much finding a niche where it's easy to break into that niche. So for example, NFTs right now are trending, but they're new, so not many people have catched on to this yet, and not so many people are making videos on this topic. So what I would do right now, and I'm actually doing this, I'll show you a screenshot right now from a video that is kind of exploding. You'll see it's a lot of traffic from YouTube search. That is just because it's easy to grow because it's a new niche, and not all the videos have been made yet. So I start making these videos. It's easy to get views because no one has done it before. They search for it on YouTube, my video shows up, they click, and boom. And that is an easy way to get traffic at the start. Honestly, guys, if you're whatever channel you're trying to grow, at first I always focus on YouTube search. That first 100 subs is quite hard to get normally, but when doing YouTube search, it's pretty easy. So I always do that, and then slowly but surely I start changing and shifting my titles and my strategy to more browse related traffic if the channel is made for that. So for example, if I'm just getting started and I've got a video about NFTs, I might make how to make NFTs as a complete beginner in 2021, and then I'll do some brackets, step-by-step tutorial for NFT beginners, whatever. A lot of keywords in there, pretty decent for you to search. If I'm then shifting, so later on in the process, I've got a lot of subscribers, or I'm starting to gain some traction, I might do how to make NFTs and then brackets like a genius. That is kind of like more aimed to search or recommended traffic, and it's not really like keyword related, I would say. Of course, there's how to make NFTs in there, but then I'm not doing like the full keyword stuff to rank in search. That is kind of like what I do. I know it's kind of like a vague answer. Basically, I try and find keywords that are undervalued in a niche, start making these videos. I get traffic through there, YouTube search, so it's pretty reliant. YouTube search, so it's pretty reliable, views keep coming in, some of them will subscribe, and then I pretty much go from there, and I pretty much keep going on these topics, and then slowly but surely, I start building an audience, and then I actually shift from search to browse-related topics. I'll make a full video on all of this soon. If you leave a like down below, I'll know to make it. The best niche to start right now. I kind of just covered it. In my opinion, it's the NFT/metaverse niche, because as of right now, it's new, it's getting popular, it will be big, in my opinion, the next few years, months, whatever. So it's a pretty good way to start a new channel, because once again, there are not so many people making videos about it yet, and I'll show you some examples from people that started making videos that have blown up within 3 months, 2 months, even 1 month, or even their first video. So the best niches right now are kind of like new things where a lot of people are searching for it and a lot of people are interested in it, but not so many people are creating content in that niche. Apart from that, you can honestly succeed within any niche. Another question, how many months were you running your first channel before it got monetized? So for me personally, it took 6 months, and it took 6 months of the full grind, guys. Honestly, I was making videos every single day, and that was when I was still doing it myself. So like I'm recording right now, I was making videos and I started from 0, I got to 1,000 subscribers, and then I had to wait for the watch time to come in, and that took about 6 months in total. Now you might think, okay, that's quite long and stuff like this, but honestly guys, I was quite happy with it, and since then I started making more money each and every single month until this year, January. So I actually went from 0 to 1K subs in 6 months, and then started monetizing it, and then slowly but surely my income started going up, and it kind of like never slowed down until 2021 February. And by slowing down, I don't mean it going down like crazy. I just made like 500 bucks less than the month before, so it's not a bad thing. How can one buy a monetized YouTube channel making 300 per month, and from where? Honestly, I don't have an answer to that question. I don't really recommend buying it, like buying a channel that is already making money. I only like you could potentially do that if you got friends that you can trust. Otherwise, a lot of people try and scam you. When you post a video, how soon should you start seeing views? Once again, that's kind of like one of these like questions that there's no answer to really. Like you can post a video right now with like just filming this table. I could title it cool table and it will get 0 views, right? But for example, if I do that NFT stuff, how to make an NFT as a complete beginner with whatever software and blah 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 and this, it's keyword related, people search for it, so you'll probably show up in search if there's not much competition yet, and then you're probably going to get views either right away, within a week, or whatever. But honestly, there's no question to that, because it really depends on your skill set. If you do it the right way, you're going to get views. If you don't, then you're not going to get views. And I know that's kind of like not the answer you're probably expecting, but that's the honest answer in my opinion. So yeah, there's no good answer to that, to be honest. Like you can get views right away, you can get views 5 months after posting. So don't be disappointed if your videos don't get views right away. But yeah, there's no specific answer to that. Let's put it that way. What's the best way to hire a team for quality videos? Now this is actually a question I get all the time, and I'm not joking, guys. I get DMs I get responses in these Instagram Q&As of people asking how to hire a team, where can I get them, how do I get the best prices, all of that. And as you guys know, if you watched the previous videos, I'm actually working on some stuff so that I can help you guys out build teams, and I'm also going to set up a specific thing that you guys can benefit from as well, hopefully, but that will be out soon. But basically, I just use Upwork, and that's kind of like what I've been doing so far. So you put out a job post, they come to you, and you can hire them. Of course, there are many more things to it, but I'll make a full video on that, or you'll see when all of that stuff comes out that I'm working on behind the scenes. How much taxes do you pay in percentage, if it's not a secret? It's not a secret, so let me give a little backstory. I'm from the Netherlands. I'm currently not in my own home, by the way, I'm in Spain, but I'm from the Netherlands, alright? So in the Netherlands, you pay quite some money in taxes, percentage-wise, right? So it kind of depends on which business structure you've got set up. You've got a couple of options. I've got the most simple one because that's kind of like which one you start. If you're just one guy doing some stuff, then slowly but surely, of course, my company started growing, started making a lot of more money, and now I'm kind of like paying a lot of money in taxes. So let's say hypothetically, I don't do any optimizing. I am probably going to pay like on average, probably like somewhere in the 40%. Like you pay 37.5% on your first 68k euros in profit, and then all of the money you make after that. So if you go into the higher tax bracket, I'm gonna pay 49.5%. So yeah, I'm paying 37.5% on the first 68k profit. All of the money I make after that is taxed at 49.5%. I'm not an accountant, but as far as I know, that is pretty much how it works if you don't do any optimizing, stuff like that, which is also why I'm currently looking into other options in terms of countries, business structures, and all of that. If you want to stay up to date with that, let me know. I'm not sure if that's something you're interested in, but yeah, it's pretty, like some will find it interesting, all of the taxes, some will find it boring, but let me know. But yeah, that's pretty much how much I pay in percentage. Can you give us a timeline overview of the dates when you started and monetized all of your channels? Honestly, I wish I could, but I've got no clue. Like I just said, the first channel got monetized after 6 months. I believe it was the 26th of June in 2019. I started January 2019, so it was about 6 months. So that's the time I got monetized with my first channel. And all of the other ones, I'm honestly not sure because it's been quite a few, and I kind of like, the first time it's a big deal, right? It's a big deal. It's like, oh, you get monetized, that's awesome. And I kind of hate it that right now it's not a big deal anymore, because it used to be so cool getting a monetized channel, and now for me personally it's kind of like, oh, whatever. And I'm not saying that to be like, oh, look at me and this and that, but that's kind of like the way it works. At first it's like, oh, it's amazing and it's new and stuff like that, but then it happens like multiple times and it's kind of like this thing, and it's like, whatever. I know it sounds a bit weird maybe, but yeah, that's kind of like how it personally feels to me. But I'm honestly not sure about all of the dates. Question number 1, find reliable workers, build a team and manage, and how to manage with a full-time job. Great question. So to find reliable workers, you've kind of got some, like, once again, in my opinion, if you just hire the people that have made some money yet on Upwork, between 3 and 10k or even above that, you'll know, okay, they're probably reliant. Look at their job success rate. If it's above 95, it should be fine. And apart from that, it kind of like is all down on you trying to like see and scan, okay, is this person actually delivering when they should be? You can test that through a sample. So what I do, I always do a test sample. I'm like, okay, this is the videos I want to make. Can you make it? Yes, no. If it's yes, awesome. We'll continue from there. I'm like, okay, can you make a sample for this specific video, this title? Can you do it in this way? When will you deliver it? If they then say, okay, I'll deliver it tomorrow, and they actually do, then that's awesome. You would say they're reliable because they have a high job success rate, they've made money before, and they actually delivered when they said they were going to deliver. But if people are not delivering when they say they're going to deliver, then honestly I wouldn't go with it, because then right off the bat you're starting in a wrong way, I would say. But yeah, that's kind of like, it's always hard to find reliable workers, to be honest. It's always like a struggle, and it's not like a one-time thing where, okay, you do this and that person is reliable. It's always like a thing you've got to keep thinking about, keep like analyzing, and pretty much keep an eye out on it. And then build a team and manage. Building a team is fairly easy, I would say, or at least in my opinion now. Of course, easier for me to say, but basically, once again, we'll make a full video on it soon probably, and we'll also work on the stuff I'm working on behind the scenes. Stay tuned for that. managing part though, let's get to that. So managing with a full-time job, what you can do if you've got the budget is build the team yourself, set up the workflow. So find a project management tool like Trello, ClickUp, Monday.com, Asana, Rike, you've got all of them. You add the team in those softwares so that they get an overview of what they need to do and all of the stuff that needs to be done at specific dates and times and whatever. What you can do then is hire a manager. So I've actually got team managers now where I'm not in charge of the entire team. I work together to build the team. I'm like, okay, these people are awesome, they make great videos, let's hire them. And then I've got someone that is managing those people so that when there are issues or there's like a thing on the edit, whatever, that person will check and they will also be in contact with each other, because otherwise, if you have 5 channels or 10 channels, whatever, I currently have 5, I'll have about like 15 or 20 people working on it, and there are going to be quite some issues a lot of time. If all of these people start messaging me, that's going to cost me a lot of time. It's not the best way to use my time. So I've got a manager on that, which you can do as well, especially if you've got a full-time job, because if there's an issue, they can reach out to that manager, he'll fix it with the team, and it doesn't take any time of you. But of course, kind of depends if you've got the budget. If you don't have the budget though, you can still do it. It all comes down to the team management, the project management. You're just gonna be clear with the rules, or like set specific team meetings. Honestly, I'm not a big fan of meetings, but yeah, you could do a meeting every single Monday, whatever, where you go over the entire week and you're like, okay, this needs to get done. Please, can we fix this? Can we fix this? Can we do this, 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 and this? And then if you've got a good team, they should be able to do that, where you don't need to be in contact for the rest of the week. And then the next Monday, you probably do that same thing again for the next week. But honestly, it all comes down to setting up automatic systems, schedules, so that they know what to do and when to do it. And that is kind of it, to be honest. There's not that much more to it, in my opinion. For me personally, the best way is to hire a team manager, especially if you don't like being in contact with the team. And it's not that I hate my team, because they're awesome. Like I'm not joking, they're awesome people. It's just that if you've got 20 people messaging you the entire day, that's going to be hard to be productive, to keep your focus. Plus, it's just not going to be great, and I'd rather do it through a team manager so I can focus on growing the company. And that has been the Q&A about YouTube automation, guys. So it's quite long. Let me know if you enjoyed this. If you're still here watching this, you watched it all the way until the end, let me know by leaving a like on the video, and please comment the word Airbnb, just so that I know that you're actually watching this all the way until the end while I'm sitting in my Airbnb. I know it's random, but the people that don't watch till the end won't know. So do that right now, and I appreciate that. I'll see you in the next video. Have a good day.